Welcome back to Draft House, everyone. I'm Joe with the Game House. Today we'll be doing a Cincinnati Bengals 2026 NFL mock draft. The Bengals are the hometown team of Draft House. We're going to do this mock draft. As a reminder, we'll be doing mock drafts for every team before free agency and then after free agency as well to get a better look at what they might do at that point. The Bengals are on the clock. Pick number 10. The board kind of sets up well for them. I mean, I think the pick is pretty apparent what they would do here. Um, you have a lot of the defensive prospects off the board: Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, Ruben Bain, Sonny Styles, David Bailey. But you get the interior defensive lineman that you need. Peter Woods. Clemson had a down year. He is still a very good player. Can really help that run defense next year, and I think that will help the defense as a whole. We don't know exactly what they're going to do in free agency. We don't know, what the plan is, but I think taking him as an interior defensive lineman with who is left on the board is the right pick. All right, pick number 41. All right, well, I think we're going to go with an edge rusher here. It stinks because they've used a lot of draft capital on edge rushers before, and not a lot have panned out. AJ Halsey would also be in consideration. I think him and Jordan Battle could be a better safety duo than Geno Stone and Jordan Battle were this year. Could go Anthony Hill, but they just took all those rookie linebackers last year, and while they didn't play well, I'm not sure they're going to go that route. We'll go Gabe Akis, the edge from Illinois, a strong edge rusher, a guy who can still work on his pass rush moves, but I think can help this defense overall. Add to that edge rotation. I think both those guys too. I think they're like set up to be physically ready for the NFL, and I think that's something that hasn't always been the case with Bengals picks, especially in the early parts of the draft. It's like guys, even if they turn out to be good, like Max Hill, it's like, oh well, we're not going to use him the first year. We're gonna it's going to be 2 or 3 years before he turns into something. Or Miles Murphy, who took 2 or 3 years to turn into something that they kind of expected. I think these guys might be more ready. I think that's important when you have a Super Bowl window open. Pick 72. Address some of the defense. Would be nice to get a safety, but it doesn't look like there's any top of the board safeties here. Not going to do trades. Could do Shaquille Wheatley, but not going to do trades here. I think we'll go with. Let's get a linebacker here in Torian York. Again, they just took linebackers last year. Getting mid-round one isn't going to hurt anything. We'll see. Maybe they get a veteran one on the free agency. I would like to pair a veteran linebacker with these other linebackers, but for now, we'll do that. Pick 110, we will go with Genesis Smith, the safety out of Arizona. Again, Geno Stone has not been the best. They should probably address something in free agency with getting a veteran safety back there. But, getting a guy who can be an impact player, at least as a rotational guy to start and develop into something better is not a bad idea. Pick 188. The defense has been adequately picked for. You could pick some offensive linemen. I do think that re-signing Dalton Reisner is very possible. He seems like he wants to come back. And while it says they need center, Ted Karras is fine. Might want to take a developmental guy in these rounds if there's one available. But let's see, pick 188. Let's go with Roman Hemby. Just get another running back in the rotation as well. Chase Brown is very good, but I think taking a guy this late is just going to give more depth and help them out. All right, so this pick, I think I'm actually going to go with Taylon Green. With how many injuries Joe Burrow has, I think it's okay to get a developmental backup this late in the draft to be like, hey, we're going to develop you, see what you can be. I think a veteran backup is good, but having a third quarterback that you're trying to get the most out of it would be good. And he's a guy who's very athletic and could probably be molded into something that is better than the sixth-round pick. But it will take some time. And fortunately for the Bengals, if they do sign a veteran backup, they can give him that time to do that. All right, mentioned earlier that Ted Karras, getting up there in age. Connor Tollison could be the pick here out of Missouri as a center developmental guy. Again, Ted Karras will start next year. You plug him into the lineup down the road if he does progress. All right, let's see what they gave the grade on this mock draft. It says B plus. We'll go through it here. Peter Woods gets the A, defensive lineman from Clemson. The board set up very nicely to get one of the impact defensive players in this draft. And again, because Dante Moore, the quarterback from Oregon, goes back into college football next year, it's good that some of these guys are falling. A lot of defensive players might go earlier than expected. So getting Peter Woods is huge for this defense. Gabe Akis, the edge rusher out of Illinois, can add more pass rush moves, but he can help against the run right now and a very strong edge rusher. Torian York, linebacker out of Texas A&M. I don't know if they're going to go with linebacker too early, but the two that rookies they had last year did not play all that well. Getting another option might be something they do, but hopefully maybe it'll be a veteran. But we'll see what they do in free agency first. Genesis Smith, the safety from Arizona. Again, Geno Stone did not play well. Jordan Battle is still getting better as a younger safety. Putting Genesis Smith and Jordan Battle back there together would not be something terrible, although I don't know if he's ready to start day one. Roman Hemby, they give the pick the F, but again, just adding to the running back room. There's some other guys you can get, but it's sixth round. You're not going to keep on taking all these guys at like defensive positions. Going to mix it up a little bit. Uh, Pick 198, Taylon Green, the quarterback from Arkansas, getting a developmental quarterback to kind of mold just in case Joe Burrow gets injured. It's not like something where he's going to be the starter or threaten the starting job, but a guy who can maybe sit behind Joe Burrow and learn. And if he does get injured, maybe come in down the road and help you out. And then round seven, pick 226, Connor Tollison, the center from Missouri. So let me know what you think of this mock draft down in the comments below. We'll be doing more mock drafts for every NFL team before free agency and after. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.